the characteristics of the leader that can get people who are not getting paid to get things done, to effect change, to move mountains even, then that is the mettle of a good leader. I took the bullets if something went wrong. If something went wrong, it was my fault. I was going to say, it's me. I'm going to work with the team to make sure they get everything they need to fix the problem, which often included coffee, pizza, and donuts. So what did John C. Maxwell say? What are the levels of leadership that he talks about? Now I'm going to talk about one of my favorite leadership gurus, John C. Maxwell. John C. Maxwell's leadership was honed in his role as a volunteer at his church. And I first became interested in John Maxwell when I became the president of the information technology ministry at my church. I didn't know much about leadership. I knew how to program, right? And I led a team of programmers. So I knew how to interact with like-minded people. But when I became president of that information technology ministry, I had to deal with people who were not like me. I had to deal with not programmers or people who were interested in computers. I had to deal with deacons and trustees and the Sunday school. I had to deal with organizations like that who weren't necessarily skilled in computers or any kind of technology. So I found John C. Maxwell. One of the principles that he taught is that if you can get volunteers to follow you, then you have the makings of a great leader. Because sometimes people follow you because you sign their paycheck, right? Or you're higher up in the organizational hierarchy where what you say goes, and there would be consequences for not following what is said. That's not really a leader. That is a manager, right? Or somebody that sits at a certain organizational structure. But if you learn the characteristics of the leader that can get people who are not getting paid to get things done, to effect change, to move mountains even, then that is the mettle of a good leader. So what did John C. Maxwell say? What are the levels of leadership that he talks about? John C. Maxwell talks about the first level of leadership, which is the position that you occupy. That was my role when I started as a VM team leader. VM was the name of the operating system that I worked on. And there was a team of us that worked on that operating system, and we were collectively called the VM team. People looked at us in the organization like the VM team was just the best team. We were close knit. We worked very well. We were high performing. And what was the magic in this team? I'm not sure I know what the magic is, but the magic has to do with the piece of magic that was in each individual that came together collectively to something called the BM team. There, I had the position of team leader. So what did I do? I could help people debug their programs. So if they were writing something and it didn't work, they could come to me and I could help figure out what was wrong, because I was very good at problem determination. I was also focused on where IBM, in this case, where IBM was going, what we had to see in our future, what are the things we had to deal with, and start to get us ready for what was coming down the pike. I also, maybe this isn't in the VM team leader book, but I took the bullets if something went wrong. If something went wrong, it was my fault. I was going to say, it's me. I'm going to work with the team to make sure they get everything they need to fix the problem, which often included coffee, pizza, and donuts, right? So the second level in the leadership ladder, according to John C. Maxwell, is permission, where the individual is the leader because you let them be the leader. Think of a foreman of a jury. That person's elected as the foreman, not because they came up through any kind of echelon. They were just in the jury pool and they became the leader of the organization. The people follow that leader because they want to. They want to follow him. It's not the position. It's because they want to. The leader, the people let you lead them, right? The third level of John C. Maxwell's level of leadership is called production. And that is that people follow you because of what you have done for them and what you have done for the organization. You were a producer. You could get a lot done, right? Think of a football team, right? Think of a quarterback that threw that Hail Mary pass when there was no time left on the clock and the pass was caught and the team won and went to playoffs. right? And so that high producing quarterback or that high producing catcher, they're a leader because of the things that they have done, right? The things that they've done for the team, the things that they've done for people. And they lead because of that. The last level of leadership in John C. Maxwell's 5 levels of a leader is personhood. And that means that people follow you because of who you are and what you represent. You are highly respected. There's no one like you. People admire you. They respect you. You're their everything. And it's because of who you are that you get followed.
If this episode sparks something for you, don't let it stop here. Subscribe to the Next Level Paycheck and join Linda Cureton every week to break the $80,000 ceiling with faith, strategy, and unstoppable confidence.